am not going to say a lot. I'm going to let them tell the story. This is one of my favorite shows ever, and there is nothing more charming than the Seuss characters. And if you haven't read a Dr. Seuss book in your life, please go get one. Okay. Welcome and enjoy.
Wearing this hat. You thought me unsage? Imagine that.
But you must hear me out before you take leave.
What?
I know the story is make your hair curl, an elephant tiny, and an amazing young girl.
One day, while splashing and playing around, poor kitty elephant heard a small sound.
Please help us.
Did they yet comprehend all the small speck of dust, all the people on top? Is it mean they can trust? I just had to say that because after all persons are person, no matter how small. All persons are person, no matter how small.
Horton picked up the dust speck, which took a little power, and put it on top of a beautiful flower.
of a daisy? Horton kept hearing the voices cry out.
People on top of that dust, Wickersham Brothers will turn men he must. And all in the jungle were talking about it. Horton was crazy, they didn't doubt it.
I'm Gertrude McFuzz, and I know Horton well. I don't think he's crazy, but maybe he fell.
I'm Maisie LeBird, and this all seems absurd. But who really cares? Let's spotlight this bird.
I just have to say that persons are person no matter how small.
Please help us.
Voices for sure.
Horton kept hearing.
Horton kept hearing the voices cry out.
Please help us.
Voices for sure. He had no doubt. But what could he do? Then someone stepped out.
And who would that be?
Someone standing in front of me.
Hello, Dust. Were you talking to me?
Yes, we're Who's who fell from the sky. We live on Who planet. Will you help us? Will you try?
Yes, I will help you. A person, no matter how small. A person, no matter how small.
Your teacher just called. Oh, what can we do? Make better choices or no playing for you.
This is your home. You cannot attend.
Okay, I will leave. But first, let me just say, oh, these kids, oh, the these kids, as you splash. I said, sit here and scrub, have a thing in that tub as of water and fish. Think of pipes in the floor, to a shore where water is flowing. See, your tub is not a tub.
And the pool. And the love. Anything.
Jojo, the bathtub, a pool, oh, what were you thinking? You get into trouble without even blinking. There's water all over the floor down below. What will you think of next? Will it snow?
And
Hello, hello?
Hello?
Who's there?
It's me, Jonah.
I'm Horton the elephant.
Are you real?
I'm there, right?
If I think I'm not the last thing to think, and I go the same places as if I have wings. I love those things.
Well, Ghost Double,
Sometimes my things are looking in trouble.
I go swimming like Sada Saloon.
What do you think? Do you think you can find the stars?
Look, but no one else can such eyes. Yes, I have wings. Yeah, I can fly around beyond the sky. You can call my name. One smallest voice in the universe. Who believes in me? Good night, Jojo.
Wake up! There's more to be heard. There goes our hero. Who enters? A bird.
Song for Horton, number 430. There once was a turtle bird named Gertrude McBud, and she had the smallest plain tail ever was. One droopy
the Canadian flag. This is hard.
Stop! What are you doing?
Over the mountains, 10,000 feet high, and down from the mountains and into the news. While walking out there, chasing brothers, chasing the blues, chasing the blues.
Our topic today is psychic elephants who hear voices. What I think, folks, is the elephant on its trunk. We'll be right back with Spec, Colbert, Dust, Neighbor, Who. Nothing, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Over the desert of dreams, and into the forest, with thousands of trees, past beaches on beaches, and sour kangaroos. Oh, the whole of them, chasing the blues, chasing the blues, chasing the blues.
The night next to us, and then the top, and then it two. Because
Stop! I found you, Mouse. Who's there?
It's me, Maisie. I'm on my nest.
May you give an egg?
Yes, I do. Would you like to sit on this egg?
Sorry about dropping you. I'm looking for who's. I can't help you.
Oh, I just need a break, and I'll be right back. In just a short while, you'll be back on track.
Vacation? Go about it. It's same way, but hurry back, please don't be late.
Thank you, Julie.
I need to find Georgia. I gotta say who.
Gordon, I made you discover.
Oh, thank you, Georgia. Maybe coming back.
Don't worry, she will.
Oh, it's important. Remember me? I sang you it almost 1 year.
Ooh, gracious. Do I know you?
Oh, remember me? I sang you it almost 1 year.
Oh, you can have it. Best wishes. Goodbye.
Oh, you're my sweet egg. I want a lot to bring. In the meantime, as best as I will sing.
If we can find
someone there?
It's me, Gertrude. I had something for you. I searched and I searched for weeks on end. And I found it. Your daisy on me can depend.
Gertrude, you are the best.
Oh, shucks.
Are you there, Who's? Hello?
Hello there.
Oh, thank goodness. Hello, Mr. Jojo, okay?
Paulin, it's me.
Hi, Jojo, now that you said I'll protect you forever, because after all, a person, no matter how small, a person, no matter how
What are you doing?
What is going on?
We're taking you to court.
And the judge, standing in thought and in peace.
Your Honor, this case is proof of the ruse. May I please have, we don't have time to lose.
Esa evidence upon him.
Jojo, think.
Jojo, think.
Jojo looked sad, didn't know what to think. And a thought came to her with a sly little wink.
Do you hear what I hear? Do you see what I mean? They listen her dog said can't be seen.
They prove they are persons, no matter how small.
And the whole world was saved by the smallest of all.
How true, yes, how true, said the sour kangaroo. And from now on, you know what I'll do. From now on, I'm going to protect them with you. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said, me too.
Troubles were ended. They held this great yacht and honor as thinker non-stop,
Now all Jojo thinks will forever be heard.
including this think. The story is over. The sky became pink. And then guess what happened?
Well,
Well, what do you do?